Luke said, I have an upcoming event, Conscious Dating and Relating, intended for people in the conscious community and have only one sign up yet. I'm wondering if my communication isn't clear, being too clever versus clear as possible, how I could approach marketing more effectively, etc. Okay. Luke, do you have a link for this thing that we could take a look at?
Yes, let me grab it real quick.
Yeah, whenever we put something out into the world and there's no response, it's always okay, why? And there's a sequence of things, and I shall, as you're pulling that up, I'm going to pull this up here. There's a playlist that I've got that's fairly specifically on this topic.
Here, I put it in the chat.
Wonderful. Okay. So the playlist is called Roadblock Interested but Not Buying. So in the chat, there it is if you want to check out that playlist. Okay, but let's take a look at the Eventbrite. And you're in Vancouver. Grand. I'm coming to Vancouver with a workshop soon. It's just we just scheduled it.
That's right, yeah.
Great. Okay. Conscious dating and relating workshop. Now, okay, how the very first question when we're promoting things is how many people did you reach? Like what's the size of your email list? Like how many people have seen this?
Got it. So part of the reason why it's only one sign up so far is I haven't yet just taken the time to message. This is the second time I'm actually doing this event. Before I did it, generally it was conscious dating and relating. This is like four people in the conscious community, so it's more narrow. And I have over 100 people on my mail list right now, and a lot of people that have been coming to my events the last 6 or 7 months. And it's small enough that I've been able to just like message each individual person that's attended previously,
Yeah.
ask if they know anyone who they think they might be interested. But I haven't done that yet, so that totally would explain why it's been one ticket. But I'm also, I don't know, I kind of have a feeling that maybe there's something that's not clear about it.
It could be. I think that's probably the problem. It's always the first thing is just, okay, how many people have we reached? But yeah, conscious dating and relating, clear enough. I'm just remembering you came to the Mission BC workshop.
That's right, yeah.
There you are. Da-da, great. Okay. Okay. Do you Reiki your food and are frustrated dating? That sentence trips me up right away.
Um,
I don't see the connection between them. I mean, I think what you're saying is like, hey, you're really hippie, but you're in kind of new agey, but dating frustrates you, is my sense. But it's just that sentence tripped me up. Learn to confidently attract new connection through deep group discussion and activities. Okay, this sentence also is a bit confusing. Learn to confidently attract new connection. Great. Through deep discussion activities. So it's unclear if the learning is going to happen through group discussion activities or if the way they're going to attract people is through group discussion and activities. I mean, again, I
right.
think I know what the answer is, but it trips me up a bit. Okay, are you a wellness community, new age hippie, meditator, or yogi experiencing challenges, attracting new romantic connection? Yeah, that's where you start. That goes to the top. I mean, I might just kind of cut that. Come do the inner work and build practical skills to become confident and extraordinary in attracting new connections. How through facilitated vulnerable. Yeah, so we don't need this first sentence at all, or paragraph. This is not a speed dating or an orgy. Okay, that's good. Or I might say, or a cuddle puddle, unless it's possibly that, but I might clarify that.
Cool.
Um, this is not an opportunity to blame the dating scene for your problems. This is not a place to hate on men or women. Bless you. Oh my God, there's enough grievance in the world for the rest of our lives and our children and their grandchildren. This is not a place to spiritually bypass. Great. This is an opportunity to get vulnerable and learn directly from and with the very people you have challenges connecting with. Okay. Okay, everybody welcome. Great. Okay, this is very good. Yeah, if you're going to do an event, it is a mercy to just tell people what's basically going to be happening. Loose structure, great. So we do welcome introductions, partnered Q&A, guided questions, and eye gazing and pairs to ground. That's great. I can't stand eye gazing, so I probably wouldn't come. But it's good to know that. It's helpful. That's good. Helps filter. But I joke about it, but if you don't name these things, like for some people, that kind of stuff is a deal breaker. Maybe trauma they've been through, or it just feels a little invasive and like it's, or a little too much, a little too fast with people they've just met. And they really wouldn't want to do it. And so if they don't know about it and then they come, people can feel tricked or trapped, and we don't want that. So it's great that it's named, right? This is the core of the workshop, right? Okay, then we what questions have you never asked the people you are attracted to? Okay, so is the idea that I'm there and there's somebody in the room I'm interested in, and you facilitate a conversation between me and that woman?
No, the point of the event is not to like find the connection in the circle. It's to explore and learn and understand why or what the challenges are that they're facing. And maybe some context is this event for me is kind of also like fancy market research put out
Sure.
as an offering.
Okay. So this just isn't quite clear then. Like what questions have you never asked the people you're attracted to? Like I don't even know why you want to know that because it's what if there's nobody I'm attracted to? So then am I just making a list of the oh by the way, typo. Attracted, attraced. It says the so like am I gonna are you just saying like if I'm attracted to women, like what are the questions I've never asked women? Is this specific to specific people I'm actually attracted to? Because I may not be attracted to this woman. So I just I'm a little tripped up there.
Got it.
Yeah, that
I,
would be
I, I wanted to put people you're attracted to as a stand-in for man or woman just to make it more inclusive. That's it. I see what you mean. It's like not the specific person.
yeah,
There's not.
exactly. You get it. Okay, tickets 33. That seems like a reasonable price, right? Here's what to bring. Here's where it is. Yeah, I mean, okay, there's some stuff that trips me up a little bit, but generally I don't think that's your problem. I think this is a hubs issue. I mean, one, it's just reach out to your people. You got to do that. But I would consider like, do you have hubs for this? Do you have places or people who help you spread the word on this?
Over time, I've found people who are in different group chats and just connected who are happy to share it. So I have reached out to them, be like, hey, next event, if you'd like to tell your people. I feel like there are untapped hubs out there. And I've thought of hosting events in places like yoga studios where they'll push it out to their people. But I just have a really affordable venue and I don't want to like triple my cost just to tap into their hub.
Well, I would rethink that because if you, I think you're thinking too short term in this. Yes, in for that event you'll make less money, but you will also then be introduced to people. I mean, you'll make some money on it, or you'll at least break even. And you're going to be introduced to new people who will be on your list who will come to your other events and possibly hire you. I mean, I would absolutely I think it's do a bunch of evenings where you break even possibly lose a little bit of money. You could do a thing where you go to a yoga studio, say, look, I'd love to host a kind of intro at your yoga studio, or this is the event, this is the thing, and you keep all the money. It all goes to you as the host. Now they're very motivated to spread the word on it. And now you get a full room of people who then might, if you have something, but you see, this is where the business model thing comes in. Is like, is there anything you have to offer after that? And if there is, great. Here's what it is if you're interested. Then what you do is you get testimonials from the yoga studios. So it's not just the participant, but like, hey, we hosted Luke with his workshop at our yoga studio and we brought our community together and Luke did it, took what could have been a very awkward evening, and could have gone very badly and it went so beautifully. And I really recommend this to other yoga studios. So there's an enormous risk to the host. Like if I'm the host of a community, let's say I run a yoga studio, and you come and say, I want to do a dating workshop. I'm like, that sounds like a fucking terrible idea. Like, I mean, a great idea, but also terrible. People are, yes, they're coming here in part for dating. Part of why people go to yoga studios in person is they're going to meet people. But if Luke is a creep, if this workshop doesn't go well, I'm fucked. I mean, this is bad news. This will hurt my business. So you want to start with your friend who has a yoga studio or who's a teacher at a yoga studio. Yeah. And then you want testimonials from the host who brought you in. Because then if you can go to these yoga studios and say, hey, here's five of your colleagues who you know, and here's what they had to say about this. Ah, great. Yeah, okay. My mind is at ease, and then they bring you in. And then it doesn't mean you can't still do the ones at the cheap venue, and you can invite people to come back. Like, hey, come to it again. There'll be slightly different content or that. And then if you want to work more deeply, here's what it is. How does that land? Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Having them like keep all the profit. Is that they keep the profit, not all the revenue, I imagine?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all the profits go to you. And there's various deals you can strike. Sometimes it's just I'll pay for the room, and then they promote it because you paid. I just think it's kind of a better deal. You can say, look, what if we did the room for free, but the way you make money is when people come. Yeah. And if it's a really good community, you might do both. You might say, no, I'll pay for the venue and you keep all the money. But how are you going to
Hmm.
make money on the back end? I've done this enough. I know that enough people will sign up for the further thing. I'm not saying you have to do that. I mean, that may be over the top, but the good chance they'll be open to, oh yeah, we'll just do it like that. We don't charge for the room, but we'll make money from people coming. And there's a good chance they could make more money. But if you're going to do that, you've got to make it very easy for the hubs to spread the word. You got to make
Hmm.
this real simple. You got to have one page on your website that has everything they need. Yeah, your photos, your bio, your emails they can send, social media posts they can share, a video, like a 10-minute video summarizing your approach and your work, footage of one of the events, all that stuff. You want to make it really simple. Because if it's, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can make a poster if you want. I mean, Canva's is pretty easy to use. I mean, here's kind of what the workshop's about. And yeah, if you want to make an Eventbrite too, I guess that'd be good. And then you can get, if you're making them do, you do everything. You do everything. Like imagine I'm a yoga studio owner, right? And you come to me and you're like, yeah, it's this dating thing that's really cool. Yeah, you can write an email. You could make it all for me. I'm looking at you like, son, how much time do you think I got? I'm resentful right away of the approach. But if you come to me and say, look, I know you're insanely busy, you're so swamped. So here's the deal. You're going to make a bunch of money, and this will take you maybe 5 or 10 minutes of time because I've done everything for you. I'll do the poster, I'll do the Eventbrite, I will, all these things are going to be done. Now, the catch is, of course, and something like this, it depends if you're going to promote it too. If they're just promoting it, let them keep all the money. But if you're going to promote, then it's they get paid per person who signs up through them, and then you have to track that. So that's what I do with my workshops. You could pay 300 for the day or $25 deposit plus pay what you can, and the host gets $25 per person who comes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I see.
You can also sweeten the pot and say, yeah, you get all the money from the night, and if somebody signs up for a bigger package, I'll give you a small cut of that too. And then
Damn.
yeah. And then they're just thinking like, what? I just spend 5, 10 minutes and I can make hundreds or thousands of dollars. Yeah, okay, sure. And if you make it really easy, then they want to bring you back. I mean, this is the type of thing as well. So this is so important that we don't just take the short-term view because they're going to want to have you back. They'll say, we should do this again next year. That was so great. So now let's say 10 yoga studios in Vancouver are doing this every year. And each of those events is bringing people into your sphere. You're growing your email list, you're getting clients, people want to work with you more deeply, etc. That's how I would go about it. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank
Thanks.
you.